I believe this is the future, and we are living in such uncertain times that we cannot keep educating kids to memorize and repeat. We need leaders, we need entrepreneurs, we need people that can function in an autonomous way and connected from their heart, their emotions, and doing things from their soul. Welcome to Casa Sula. Casa Sula is located in San Mateo de Alajuela. It's in a rural area of Costa Rica. We are about 40 minutes from the airport, 1 hour from San Jose, the city, and 40 minutes from the suburbs of Santa Ana and Escazú. We are located between Atenas and Orotina, and about half an hour, 40 minutes to the Pacific Ocean. And Casa Sula is located in a property that is about 700-800 acres. It's a massive property with a lot of forest, a lot of nature surrounded by it. And it used to be a petting zoo. We have an amazing crystal clear river that the kids can walk and go on expeditions and collect materials that they use in their projects. And in here, this used to be a petting zoo. This petting zoo, it worked for 2 years and it went bankrupt, but they left an amazing infrastructure here. They were parking here for 4,000 vehicles that right now nature is taking over. And over there, that was a branch of Citibank. And right in there, there was an ATM that right now is a shower. This used to be the welcome center of the petting zoo. Those were the ticket office and the gift shops and the locker rooms and offices of the project. And 5 years ago, we turned this space into this amazing place that we call Casa Sula. Casa Sula in Bribri means the spirit guardian of the seed, meaning that we believe that every kid as a seed, we have all the information inside to develop and get the best out of each and get all the best fruit. Each of us, same as the fruits and the plants, they have different times and processes to give that fruit. And we respect and we hold that space and give them the environment for each one of them to thrive and being able to give that fruit the best they can and protecting their essence, their curiosity, and their happiness on the way. Now let's go into the school. Follow me. In here we have the administrative office, a wood shop, and the kitchen of Casa Sula. Over here we have a space that many times we bring ponies or horses, and the kids have the possibility to have contact and connection with the animals and take care of them, pet them, and even ride them. Right now, because of COVID, we have strict protocols, and every single one of the kids and adults, we have to follow the protocols. As you could see, everything is prepared that kids from the age of 3 years old, when they start Sula, they have the possibility to do every single one of the activities independently. So that's why they can reach, everything is made so they can reach and have the possibility to be completely independent in all the processes that they make throughout the day. This space in here, many of the kids, they have the possibility to get the yoga mats and practice yoga, meditation, choreographies, gymnastics, and have a space where they can create and through movement. here you have a view of Casa Sula. In front of us, it's Semillero 2. Semillero 2 are kids from 7 to 18 years old, and Semillero 1, that we are gonna go pretty soon, is a space of kids between the ages of 3 to 6. This used to be in here the space where the older kids, they used to have a snack in the mid-morning and lunch before COVID. Right now we suspend that service because of the virus, but every kid brings their snack from home and they can eat at any time whenever they feel hungry. They have the access to their snacks, the healthy snacks that they bring from home, and they can eat at their own pace and their own time. These are the rules that we had at the beginning when we start with Casa Sula. And it means we relate with each other with love and respect, no physical or verbal aggressions, no bullying, and we take care of the environment, plants, and animals. At the beginning, that was the only rule, but later, every Monday, the first thing that the kids from 7 to 18 do is that they gather around and they have an assembly. In this assembly, they choose a president and a secretary. The president runs the meeting, the secretary takes notes, and the kids, not only they choose who represents them, but as well they first talk about the news, all the offerings that they will have throughout the week, visitors, field trips, offerings that they will have. And they talk about after the news, they talk about the things they like, giving gratitude for what they have, what they do, and later on they continue with the things they would like. So the guides, the adults that participate in the meeting, they are taking notes of what interests the kids have and what things they would want. And the last, they talk about the things they don't like. And everything that they say they don't like, they have to come up with solutions. And that solutions, most of the times, is a new rule that they make. And they know that every decision they make, it has a consequence. And not only they make the rules, they are aware as well, they enforce them. So it's pretty amazing to see this democratic system and all this responsibility that all these small kids have. And they know from a very early age how everything that we decide, it has a consequence and how to make those decisions. Not only that, I mean, they have so many useful skills, like what to do with your time, what are your interests, and how to connect with it. And let's continue and see a little bit of Semillero 1. Welcome to Semillero 1. Semillero 1 means the seedling, where the seeds get started. And Sula in Bribri, that is a native Costa Rican language, means the spirit guardian of the seed. And pretty much we believe that as every seed, if you give them the right environment, the right conditions, the seed grows alone. You don't need to add anything. As long as they have good soil, good land, good water, everything they do. So in here, we prepare those environments so the kids have everything they need to develop to their full potentials. In this space for the younger kids, you could see this is material where they can start learning how to do math. They learn about numbers, and with different kind of materials, things that they learn, they touch, they feel, based on their developmental stage. They learn about colors, shapes, or letters, where they can be learning the alphabet. And all the materials are in English and Spanish. There are no classes, so the kids, because they have it in the environment, they learn in both languages. And they learn how to speak and read and write in both languages because it's surrounding and because the materials, they have it in both languages. So you could see here a little house, la casita, where they do have a lot of representative game. They have things to inspire their curiosity and discover how the world works, the different laws of physics, gravity, and being able to learn the sensorial and movement. They have an area where they have books that they rotate constantly. Not only the books, all the materials get rotated constantly, so they have more curiosity and more things to discover, like little scientists that they investigate, they learn all the world around it and discover new things at all times to keep their curiosity and their desire to learn alive permanently. This is a replica of the dining room kitchen area where the kids have a lot of vegetables that they can get tools from the kitchen. They have real knives and they cut their vegetables. They can play that they have a kitchen, a restaurant, and they invite their friends over for a meal or even for a cup of tea. You could see right here they have tea that they pour water with herbs and they invite their friends over for that. The only thing that is not real in here is the oven because of the age of the kids. In this space in here, they have a lot of Legos and wooden things where they have the possibility to create and play. And let's go outside. In this other little area, they have a trampoline. They have an area in there where they play with sand. And in this place, they create scenarios, the landscape that they design, and they tell a story and play with it. And it's part of using their creativity and ability to tell stories. In there, they have a big sand pit with a lot of tools and things that they make tunnels and houses and things that they use to connect and interconnect all the different things. You could see every single tool, it's designed to be at their size. In here, they have a lot of hammocks and games where they climb and they do a lot of motor activities to develop their body skills. And in here, they have areas where they use the grains and they smash things and they prepare different things like tortillas. And they have a carpentry area where they get pieces of wood, nails, and real tools where they create different things by themselves. In there they have gardens where they have different plants and herbs. And different things that they can climb, like slides and climbing walls. Here is a space where the kids, they have their lockers. And part of in the lockers, they bring their snacks, and every single one can eat at their own time, connecting with their needs. They can go to the bathroom whenever they want. they have the possibility to be completely independent, because even the bathrooms are designed to be at their height, and they can go use them and wash their hands and do everything independently and not depending on the rhythm of others. As well, you could see how after they eat, they clean, they wash after themselves, and they put everything back to the place the way it was. They have games that they could do with water, a lot of different tools and toys that they put in there. As well, here they have all the tools to clean and wash and do the representative game that they do at home. In here, he's working from his bed. I think are you sending emails, or what are you doing?
I'm playing a game.
You're playing game? What game are you playing?
A video game.
So here they have a grocery store where they go and do shopping, and they start doing math and adding to the price and giving change and paying and even using the credit card. You know, you're in the doctor's office.
Yeah.
Are you the doctor or the patient?
In beds.
In this area here, right now they are working on a project. They are offering throughout the day, but each one of them can decide if they want to participate or not on the project that they are working on. But here they have an area where they paint, and part of the nature walks that they do is going in the river and collecting clay, and from the clay making different crafts, arts and crafts with things that they collect, and seeds they use, leaves that they use on all their art projects. And as I said, every single one of the elements here is at their reach, that they can go and use it without the need of an adult doing it for them constantly. This is an area where they jump from one place to another, and they roll, and they do a lot of physical movement and activities, and they jump in the mattress. They know they have all the freedom and all the possibility to do hundreds of things throughout the day, and that there are boundaries, and the boundaries and the rules are very clear. One of them is they cannot pass this rope, and they respect it. They learn how to respect. This boundary here is to separate Semillero 1 to Semillero 2. Semillero 1, as I said, they are kids from 3 to 6. And 6 years old, they start the transition to the older kids group that is called Semillero 2 and 3. And over there, we have kids from 7 to 18. There are certain areas that it's open for everybody, and certain other areas that is open for kids 11 and older. Let's go now to Semillero 2. In Semillero 2, they have a trampoline. This is a zip line that they created, and they can climb in there and zip using the zip line down. They have the spider web that they go up, climbing. A lot of outdoor area where they can play soccer, they can play basketball, as well as the walks that they do through nature and going to the river and other nature connection experiences. Here in Semillero 2, they have a real kitchen and kids can sign up and cook a lot of different recipes. Whatever they have a lot of ingredients and a lot of things where they can learn how to cook all kinds of things. In here they have a a laboratory where they make different kinds of experiments. And as well, they have things that they do with electronics. They get many different things that they learn how to pull it apart, fix them, and put it back on. The participation of the adult in the environment, you could see that they are doing things that they are passionate about and they know how to do. And when the kids see them, out of curiosity, they want to learn what they are doing. And then they start imitating. Like in here, they are doing this weaving that one adult started doing, and then many kids got interest and they started learning how to do it, and they do it themselves. Like here they have hundreds of examples of things that they did based on their creativity with using garbage and creating wallets, or using leather and making a bag, or earrings and jewelry that they create. A lot of different art projects. So the adults, their role is to be, whenever they are not doing something that they are passionate about, they are observing what the kids are doing. And in case they need, they can help them doing whatever they want. And everything as well here, it's at the reach. They can use anything that is available here. They can come and grab it and use it for their projects. So this is every week there is a weekly exhibition that they touch different things, from garbage, composting toilets, seeds, the history of leather. This week, this is a bicycle that one of the guides made. They have an area where they have a lot of Legos and games that they can make and create. Ingenious games. They have a library as well that they rotate the materials and the books. Also the representative game, bigger than the Semillero 2, where they play with the games. In here they have a music corner, and this is a Blue Man instrument. I'm not a musician, as you can tell, but that's they have guitars, they have a keyboard, violin, and many different instruments that they can use. And in here, right now, they close the curtains because they are preparing a play. What are you gonna play, Astrid?
We're not preparing to play.
Huh?
We're not preparing to play.
What are you doing?
Playing.
You're just playing.
And it was morning. No, because come out. Me? Pero me.
Here they can dress up, put makeup. And many times they prepare plays on things that they write, that they create, or they imagine. And it's very spectacular to see all the things, how they prepare the scene for them to present whatever they want to present. In this area, they have a lot of games where they This is Edgar Espinoza. He's originally from Ecuador, and with Margarita and Esperanza, they are the souls, the heart, and brain of Casa Sula. They have almost 40 years of experience in this kind of education, graduated hundreds and hundreds of kids that now they are adults and very functional adults that they are very happy and doing amazing things for the world. So this is an area where the older kids, they have a carpentry as well with real tools. Whenever they get older as well, they have access to power tools that they use. And as well, they can choose an area and create their own garden. And there are moments that each of these areas are more active than others. As none of them are forced to do anything. Everything that they are doing is born out of their will and out of curiosity. But every single day, all day long, you see them doing different things and learning in the process. In our society, many times we have the concept that playing, we don't learn by playing. And as you could see, like when they are doing part of this learning and experimenting is this game of discovering everything around them. From math, all this area here, they have all the materials from primary school all the way to university level. And each kid can go at their own level and go and be learning things at their own pace. And not be bored if they go faster, or they don't feel bad if they go slower. This is materials, for example, that they use for fractions. And they not only fractions, they use it as well for percentages. And it's not something abstract that they see in a blackboard. It's something that they can touch, understand, and start waving all the neuron connections. Here they have geometry, calculus and math, algebra, trigonometry, all the materials that are here, everything that is in Sula, it has its purpose. So they can measure things, they can calculate, they can understand about radius. And they have a lot of things materials that they can use based on their level and development that they are in. Every week they divide it in 3 groups: small ones, medium and large, and bigger kids. And in these groups, they introduce them new material. And in this introduction, then they can go as deep as they want based on their interest. And because all the materials are colorful and are fun, and for them it's super good, and they constantly come and do things. This all in here, it's all the material to learn how to read, write, orthography, phonetics, illustrations, and all the materials are in English and Spanish, and they learn the adjectives, verbs, etc. And they have a space for illustration, creative writing, storytelling, and learning how to read and write and the basics of the alphabets. There are a few things that in school we are used to be there learning the same thing over and over for weeks, months, or even years. And when the brain is ready to absorb certain information, you could do it in a matter of minutes or days or weeks. That thing that usually can take much longer, but it's respecting the process of each of the kids. And they can do very complex mathematics and very complex problem solving on everything once their brain is ready to do it. And it's not like they learn it for the test. They learn it for life. They learn it because they understood what they are talking about, and not something that you learn just because you have to at certain moment, at certain age, because that's what the curriculum asks. Like here, kids learn everything that the curriculum asks and way more, because they have hundreds and hundreds of possibilities. And they use, right now information, we all have it at our pockets. We can get as much information as we need to, but really developing the brain to be able to process that information and what to do with it or anything is a work that we need to prepare for. And this is what Casa Sula offers. This is a geography corner. And throughout the environment, they have as well materials with sand that they create scenarios or learning the mirrors. What's the history of the mirror, how a mirror is made, and why it doesn't make the effects that they make. So in geography, in this corner, they can learn about the different continents, and they have materials where they have all the flags of every country and the capitals, and they can go as deep as what is the economy of that country like, what's their currency. That was one of the kids that had the curiosity how the solar system works and the different planets, and wanted to understand for a solar eclipse how it was done, and they created that material for that specific kid. And there are many things that are in the environment because of kids' curiosity and requests. They have ingenious games. They learn how to develop different skills and how to do knots, and learn about biology, natural medicine, about the cell, menstrual cycles, the parts of the body, and they have a skeleton that they have organs that they can connect with hoses even and see how the fluids circulate. So it's a very hands-on and really like seeing how things work firsthand, not reading it only from the book. So before COVID, we used to have around 80 kids in Casa Sula, and some families left the country, some families left the project, could not afford it. Different things happen. Right now we have about half of that. We have about 40 kids, and that number is increasing daily. There's so much interest right now from people as airports open up. We have people coming from all over the world because of coming to Sula, and we are going to be running out of capacity pretty soon. As part of the assembly, one of the things that I didn't mention was that they choose coordinators every week, and each kid is in charge of a different area and a different responsibility. So for example, if there is any problem in the kitchen or anything is out of place, in this case, Harper will be in charge of resolving that issue. And if there is a problem between these kids, they are responsible to even make the decision, and they have authority even to suspend a kid if it comes to something very serious. So they know how to handle authority and responsibility, and as well they are on the other side, and they know how not to abuse that power and how to be as fair and transparent as possible. And as well, they have a weekly offerings. As I said, the assembly is the only thing that is mandatory. And then they have a lot of offerings throughout the week to learn languages, to learn storytelling, experiments. They have a time for gardening and calculus and nature explorations, walks to the river, corporal expressions, and a lot of autonomous activities. But all these offerings, the kids can choose if they want to participate or not. And this space in here is for kids 11 to 18, that they have their place where they have more privacy and calm, and they have a lounge area, they have a group studies, and they have access to technology at this age. They have computers, they have 3D printers and things that they create and they can print and develop. So that can give you some idea of what Casa Sula is. It is a very, very different method than the traditional school. And one thing is, kids here come happily. They don't want to leave. They want to stay. They don't want, even they are sad when the summer breaks come or the winter break. When they have these breaks, they are sad. They don't have Sula. And, the biggest challenge we have with this type of education and any innovation per se, but in this particular case, the biggest challenge we have is us, the parents, and our own fears. The fear that they will not learn, the fear that, they will not have enough information in their heads, and that they will be in our couch for the rest of their lives, not being useful human beings. But it's the complete opposite. These kids, they know how to manage their time. They know how to motivate themselves. They know what they want, what they don't want. They are connected to their essence, and they learn super useful skills that I wish I would have it when I grew up, when I went to school. And it's incredible to see. I have two kids, and my kids are 8 and 11, and they started Casa Sula with 3 and 6 when they were here. And since that age, and right now at their own age, I feel so useless so many times next to them, that they know how to do many, many things that is so cool, and I have no idea how to do, from building an instrument. My son with 6 years old, he built an ukulele. He crafted, he put the strings and learned how to play. I don't know how to do any of that. And they know how to cook, they know how to talk to each other. They can look to you in the eyes and tell you what they are thinking. They are kids that they know what they want. But I'm not talking just about my kids. All the kids that come here and they've been through a process, they are kids that are quite amazing to hang out around them, to learn from them. And it's amazing to see how they are kids that are much more resilient, because they can connect. They're connected to their emotions. They know how to, who they are, what are their emotions, and what it's not them. And it's part of Casa Sula's offering is working with us as parents on how we can accompany our kids in their development, how we can accompany them and trying to make as less mistakes as possible and making us grow as individuals and as families. For example, like many times we tell our kids from a very young age, like say hello, say thank you, say, and tell them what they have to do instead of showing them as role models how we act and how we behave. And you will see once you act like that role model, they will start copying you and they saying hi and thank you and so on if they see you doing it. Not because we force them to do it that they will learn it. And so many things that we do, for example, they do an ugly drawing, and after they do that ugly drawing, they show it to us, and because they are small and cute, we tell them, oh, it's so beautiful, and they keep doing the same drawing over and over and over again, just to get our love and our approval, not because it's what they want to do. And then they look for that approval and that love from their teachers, from their boss, from their partners, and so on, and not being able to do things because it's what they want to do. So it's so important from a young age that we can be authentic with them, reflect what they are going through, and as well many problems that are like that we don't know how to solve certain situations, and having Grupo Orión, that is Edgar, Margarita, and Esperanza, these Ecuadorians that are, it's like having three wise shamans accompany your kids and your family in this developmental project, and they give them so much love and attention, and they train other guys to do the same thing, that it's amazing to see. You're not a number. You could see every semester, we as parents, we get a book of our kids. It's these reports that they do that we know on how are they doing in every single aspect. In maths, in science, in biology, this and that, but as well how they are doing as in their emotions, how they are doing in their developmental stages. And see how we can accompany them and working one-on-one with them to walk this road together. I mean, the reason why I'm here and I'm helping, and I want to see this kind of education reach every kid around the world. It's amazing to see the results. I believe this is the future, and we are living in such uncertain times that we cannot keep educating kids to memorize and repeat. We need leaders, we need entrepreneurs, we need people that can function in an autonomous way and connected from their heart, their emotions, and doing things from their soul. And that's what Sula invites to. If you resonate with that, there is a link in the website for admission, and we hope that you and your family join Casa Sula. Thank you very much.